Well, Steve, we're almost at cup final day. How are you feeling for what is another cup final for yourself?
Very excited, obviously, to have a cup final so early on in the season and pre-season still. So the boys have been working really hard and obviously getting through each match. Great performance last time round against Melbourne City, which is always a difficult place to go to and a top team, obviously. So we come through that, and now obviously one last task is to get through Brisbane, which obviously have been doing really well under Ross Aloisi as the new head coach.
And so what have you sort of been impressed with Brisbane? Obviously they have the new head coach. What have you sort of made of them so far in their cup run? Because they have played a couple of A-League teams on the way to get to the final. Yeah,
they played a very good game against Wanderers and beat them, and the last game was against Melbourne Knights. They got through that in the semis. So they played some good teams along the way. They've got a young team. They've got some experienced players as well with Aldred and O'Shea. They've got the young boy up front, which is scoring goals, Waddingham, and he's obviously dangerous at the moment, and they have pace. And they're playing a different style this season as well under Ross, very aggressive pressing and quick with the ball in transition. So I think it'll be a good test for us, and looking forward to it.
So you mentioned it's obviously almost near the A-League season. Does it help the fact you've had all of these competitive games and there's something on the line all the way through to now what will be 5 competitive games before the start of the season?
Yeah, well, I think so. Yeah, obviously we've had a lot of A-League teams along the way as well, which has been a positive. So the high intensity games, a lot more than the old friendly game at our home ground. It's just getting used to that. The fitness is looking good from the boys, and each game gets even tougher. So I think we've had a good pre-season so far, and leading into the season in the first game against Melbourne Victory. But obviously we would like to win a trophy beforehand, and we've got the opportunity. So now it comes down to one game, and we need to make the most of every opportunity we have. And obviously playing at home is nice as well, because we've played in I think 3 cup finals before, only 1 at home and 2 away. So it's nice to have another one and our home crowd right behind us.
Do you think that'll really make much of a difference, the fact that it wasn't Sydney? Obviously it was tough with the venues and stuff in Queensland, but do you think having it at Allianz would be good, a venue that you're comfortable with and familiar with, especially from last season, having a good strong vocal backing from the Cove and the rest of the
Yeah, definitely. It's always nice to play at home in front of our home crowd. It's looking like a good crowd as well, going to turn up, and it's nice to have them right behind us. It does help the boys. They know it. They're a 12th man, and when times are tough and they're loud, it does help the players. And hopefully we have a good game and put a good performance on for them as well, and get the cup.
Exactly. And just, you've mentioned the boys have been really good in pre-season training. We've obviously had a couple of new boys come in as well, with like Fabio, Gabby, and then Jordan, who have come in a bit later. What have you made of those 3 sort of guys, and do you reckon we're likely to maybe see one of them start or that kind of thing come Saturday?
Yeah, well, I think you saw all 3 against Melbourne City actually, they've a couple of weeks down the track as well, training-wise. They've been here a little bit longer now, so they're settling in nicely. I think at some stage you're going to see them all probably start, and they're all doing really well. Their fitness is getting a lot better as well, and they're starting to get used to the way we want to play, and that's a great sign, I think. And it's definitely lifted the standard at training, the intensity as well. So there's always good competition now. Patrick Wood's been doing a great job up front, scoring goals, and it keeps him on his toes as well.
And finally, you're just sort of excited to have another final at home and with a chance to lift a trophy at the new Allianz Stadium, which only the women have done so far.
Yeah, actually I haven't thought about that. That would be amazing. Obviously, like I said, so early in the season, if we get that opportunity to lift the trophy, it'd be very nice leading into the season as well. So, one step at a time. We just make sure we do our job. Obviously defensively we need to work extremely hard against this team, but with the ball we have a lot of good quality, and we want our players to show that quality and enjoy the game.